position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Northwestern's offense will have the football first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
He's got the back in the middle, and they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Love the third down call, throwing the angle route to your back, working one-on-one against that defender. Easy pitch and catch for the first.
On the move. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Caught in the backfield, it's Moran. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Northwestern making quick work on this drive. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Here we go. Wants to throw again. Zings it complete to the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Wildcats line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Might be calling a hot route. Off play action. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down. Here we go. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out quickly. There he goes. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Wildcats had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He almost punched it for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Northwestern! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical. Setting the tone for this football game.
And the point after is good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Ohio State's offense will take the field for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And the Buckeyes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Horn. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Quickly complete. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Picks up 4. Brings up 2nd down.
Quick pass on the jet motion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws to the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
They just keep firing. Using his feet to buy time. He stopped just inches away from the first down, but boy, can he buy time and strike fear into the heart of a defense. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
In the 4th and inches, man, I'm going for it no matter where I'm at in the field. If I'm in scoring range, if I'm in the red zone, if I'm on the 1, I'm going for it. I have to be able to get inches in these situations. Nice job by the offense.
Under fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake, and bam! That defender's right in your face.
Back to pass on second down. Hauls it in. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not that much.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And some room to work. Discards him with the stiff arm. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Flushed out of the pocket. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Here's the give off the left side. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a space. Tight end finds a soft spot. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The Wildcats Wildcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Snap in the shotgun. Moving away from pressure. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on second down. Fires to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Right on the money. And they swarm him under. They'll immediately call timeout. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great environment there today in Evanston.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring run.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Wants to throw on third. Working that left side now. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long, this one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. Reads it, fires complete. Breaks into the open. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. Release by the QB. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Buckeyes come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And the Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 Let's have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. If they could somehow find their way into the end zone, a two-possession lead might feel insurmountable. They'll go to the ground. Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The back and leaves it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Got his man in the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. And the ball will come to rest just inside the 40-yard line.
And we don't always talk about the third part of the football game, but offense, defense, special teams, this is a huge shot in the arm. Their offense has struggled all game long. You force the fumble, give them good field position. Maybe this is the spark they need.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safety. Or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. Spins away from 1. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Wide open downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And, man, this offense needed that. They've got to get it going. That clock is ticking. They've got 0 points on the game. They've got to put a couple of plays together. There's play number 1. Let's see if they can get a streak going, get down the field, and put some points on the scoreboard.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Quick strike complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these 1st downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll send the tight end in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Trying to bull his way in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. No good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit, still a 10-point game. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. Northwestern will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Swings it out to the flat. And I think they'll give him 2 on that with 2nd and 8 coming up. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo.
Yeah, and you're just running at a time where you can have these small gains where the clock continues to run. This offense definitely got to have some urgency. Down late in the game, I need to force some plays, Palmer, probably down the field.
And if you're the defense, you can have that all day. We're going to play big zones. We're going to keep the ball in front of us. We've got the lead. You're going to have to make catches like that and make us miss. But if you want to keep throwing those little dink and dunk throws, have at it. Because if you keep doing that, we're going to win the game.
The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Horn. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and you never complain.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They'll try to get it through the air. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights, it's good. This is now a 7-point game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Syracuse picked a bad day to have a bad day. The once proud tradition Dick McPherson built there in central New York, we're a long way from that right now. They're trailing by 15 to Florida State. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Tight end now in motion. The give on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. He'll do it himself. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams. And that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Ballmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.